Okay, good evening. We are with Mr. Junaid tonight, and today is our lecture number 1. So what I will do is I have shared my screen. Okay, what we'll try to cover here, it will be about my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Okay, very good. So our first lecture will be around that how we should prepare a baseline, or what are the documents which are required, and from contracts from other departments, what is the basic purpose and basic things in the baseline itself. So overall journey will be, we will try to make a baseline first. Once that baseline is made with WBS activities, relationships, coding, resources, graphs, etc., etc., we'll spend most of the time on this. Once this is done, and we know that we will try to cover everything, then we will go to the DCMA check, that what are the issues in the baseline itself. Then we will be on the client side. So as a contractor, we will make a baseline. Then as a PMC, we will review that specific baseline. We will see the loopholes and how it can be improved, or whether it's good to go or not. Once that is done, then we will try to update the same baseline. Let's say this baseline is approved, then we will update it, that how to update the baseline, and then we will try to insert few of the delay events into the updates. Let's say the access is late, or there is a design issue, or there was a one of the subcontractor was not coming to site, or there was a VVIP visit for a couple of days. So these kind of delay events we try to add, and we will see that how it impacts our schedule. And so this will be like our overall journey. Meanwhile, we'll also make a narrative, that okay, one is to make a baseline, but mostly what happens is not everybody opens the P6, or not everybody have the access to the P6. So how they will know that okay, what is schedule, or how to monitor it, or what is the information in the schedule. So therefore we will go with the narrative. Now narrative is of two types. One, normally contractor made in the Word file, where he make like 300 pages, and he adds all the methodologies and the calendars and the codes, the contracts, clauses, and everything. The other narrative is very simple, which is related to the program itself, or the P6 itself, and it will be high level summary, then manpower, then progress S curve, then main KPIs, major assumptions or issues. So it will be a 20, 30, 35 page document on PowerPoint, which will be with us from the scratch of the project, and it will remain till the expiry of the baseline. When I say expiry of the baseline, maybe you got the you got the extension of time, and you are going to submit a revised baseline. No, I can't hear you. You are saying something?
Yeah, I'm seeing, sir. We can continue.
No, you were saying something. I thought you were speaking.
No. I was saying to my mother for
Okay.
connecting.
No, it's
Just
okay. I
one.
thought maybe you were
Okay.
speaking to me, and
For
there's an issue.
connecting my charger of the
Okay,
laptop.
okay, okay. I see. So all these things, okay, that specific document will be very specific to the P6 itself. Okay, so today is our first lecture, 12 September. And just one second. Now, this is myself, and I'm BSc Civil Engineer, and I have done forensic delay analysis from College of Contracts Management, UK. I have almost 10 years of experience. Now I'm working as a senior planning engineer. I am a certified PMP and RMP from PMI. And now I am working on PGMP. I am training different students. I am making different projects for different companies as a freelancer also. They provide me the data, and based on that. And then I also provide assistance to the students in Excel and MS Office, because These are the three main things we use as a planning engineer. Mainly we use the Excel most of the time, as you are aware of now. Then we
Yes.
use the P6 and then PowerPoint. In Word, we seldom work, like very less, only for the monthly report. But mainly it's the Excel which is most important. Then we have the P6 and then we have the MS. I mean, mainly put MS Office, but it's PowerPoint I'm talking here. This will be our roadmap I already shared with you, and we can discuss after every class that when should be the next class because I
We
also,
also have a slight event of delay due to
yeah, we will look into that, no problem. But I think that today we are in the first one. So after this
yes.
class, we will see whether we can do this or not. Okay. So we'll go one by
Okay.
one, but I want to, same like you, want to cover it very quickly. Okay. Now, okay, today lecture will be most the theory. I will not go into P6 because I believe that these are the things which you have to cover first so that you have the overall idea what we are talking about. Instead of directly going into P6, then you miss all the base. Like, because as an
Terminology
engineer,
we will be looking for.
yeah, exactly. As a software, as an engineer, you can learn in 1 month. But the important things are the main things are the main concepts I will cover today, and then we will from next session we will move into the file which I have already shared with you, the Excel file. If we can get time today, we can go through it, but else we will do that in the next lecture.
Perfection.
Okay, so this is the first thing that always contractors are responsible. Okay, why I put this sentence? This it was not there in my previous lectures. I put it. One of my friend he came directly from Pakistan, and he appeared in an interview. We told him, okay, we showed him some P6 how to use it, Excel, etc., etc. Then he went into interview, and the interview asked him first questions: Who prepares the baseline? His question was maybe he will say that I prepare the baseline, or he will say our team prepared the baseline and I was part of the team. He said client prepares the baseline. And
Hmm.
then he looked into his next partner. He said, you want to ask him anything? He said no, and it was just 30-second interview. So
Hmm.
from that day, I am putting this one that contractors are responsible for the development of baseline. Okay,
Hmm.
in line with the contract and must comply with the client planning and scheduling requirement. What does it mean is in the contract you will find a lot of stuff which uh, client gives you, like the milestones, what should be the activity IDs, how should be the WBS, the weightage system, calendars, codes, all these kind of things comes from the client. You cannot prepare from yourself or introduce yourself because tomorrow they will ask you, okay, why a calendar is like this, why you have make a WBS like this, why you gave this code, why you did that, so that you have a reference always that okay, this is as per client requirements or as per client. So there is two things, one will be contract and one will be the specification within the contract. So these both things, once you got about the contract, they provide you as a planning package. Okay, and you will find all of them there, and you have to comply with those. Once you are making a schedule, it should cover entire scope. What does it mean is if your schedule is not covering the full scope, then it's not a schedule. What happens is sometimes you don't have the information. So it doesn't mean that you will not add that information. So what you will do is you will just add one activity for that specific stuff. Maybe there is elevator in your scope, but you don't know the type of elevators, you don't know the quantity of elevators, you don't know the or any other information, the location of the elevators. So what you will do is you will put one line installation of elevators and that's it, and put some duration. If somebody asks, you said okay, this is in our scope, but at the moment we don't have the details that where on which floor these elevators are starting and finishing, where these elevators are, these kind of things. So it doesn't mean that if you don't have the full information, you will just skip it. Those also you have to include it. Okay. Then final approval must be by the client. So you will submit this and it will goes to the PMC. PMC will approve it. Then it will go to client and client will approve it. If PMC is approving it and client is rejecting it, your schedule is rejected. Okay. Any
Good.
changes to the baseline must go through the proper change management process. So what happens is, okay, you make a baseline. After 1 month, okay, they send you the variation. After 2 months, they send you another variation. After 3 months, they stop the site. So all these changes which you will make in the baseline, it will go through a proper channel. You will submit a change log, or even if it's not happening, you change something. You think that okay, earlier I put this logic, but this logic is not applicable anymore, or by mistake we put this logic. So now you have to change it. So you cannot just change it. Okay, once you change it, you will make part of the validation report, because normally here we have the validation report. In the validation report, you will mention that specific item which you changed, and also you will make it part of the change log. Okay.
This
These are just,
may be
yeah.
also applied for a condition where we have change of a specification or change of the government rule regarding some kind of a specification or IEEE new update. Based on that, we will have to change the activity, and this will also impact our baseline. Baseline 2, baseline 3, we have to revise.
Yeah, exactly. So any change can happen. It can be like authorities, government, client, contractor itself, or maybe scope is changed, or they remove the scope, they added the scope, or you said that okay, earlier I put 10 days, now it's 7 days. So all these kind of things, it will go, you have to mention them in the change log. As soon as you make any change into the baseline, you have to mention that into the change log, and this will be carried out till end of the project. Because what happens is once project finish, companies goes into arbitration, into courts and everything. So then they will look at, okay, now client will say, okay, he changed the schedule, so therefore I cannot give him EOT. But your team will say, yes, we changed the schedule, but we have submitted a change log in report number XYZ whenever. So therefore, these are very important. As soon as you make some change, you have to let them know that okay, the change has been made, so that they can check and they can advise you if they don't agree with that. Okay, if they don't reply to you, it means they agreed. If they reply to you and they say okay, we don't agree with what you have done, so then you have to discuss further. Either you have to justify or rectify. Okay, this is again the same. The program shall cover the entire scope of the contract and follow the agreed WBS breakdown. What does it mean? So what you cannot make a as soon as you start a project, you will start a baseline. You start with the WBS. So you cannot make WBS on your own and make a schedule on your own and then submit at the end. No. As soon as you make one WBS, you will go to client, Mr. Client or Mr. PMC. This WBS made. Let's review it together. If there is some change, please let me know so that we can start moving ahead. So just always do like step by step. Don't like finish everything and then submit and he reject it. Always take their consent. You both PMC and contractor should be on same page while making a baseline, so that they should not be in a position to reject it. If they reject something, you will say, my friend, I agreed with you 3 weeks back, and we said that this will be our WBS, and now after 3 weeks you are rejecting it because of like lame excuse or something like that. So you would be in a better position. Instead of you make on your own and you submit it and he will reject it. He will say, okay, he didn't never discuss with me. After 3 months he came and he built something rubbish, and we don't agree with them. Okay, always take their consent. Even for small things, you should be on same page with the PMC. Programs are created in P6 tool, CPM method, filter using longest path. This is just information. All program submission must be supported with detailed narrative. So that I was talking about in the previous slide, 20, 30, 40 page narrative, which will include, I will show you today itself, that how the narrative should look like. which should include a high level summary of the program itself, the manpower curve, the progress S curve, all the KPIs, for example, cable trays, block work, concrete, ducts, FCUs, AHUs, any activities there in the schedule, there should be a KPI, the histogram and S curve. So that after 1 year, you can refer to that specific presentation. Okay, as per contractor, he was supposed to do 60 FCUs in 6 months, and he did 30. And based on that, you can also issue him a letter.
Yes.
Okay, then contractual and key milestones should be clearly identified and in the line. So in the contract, you will find that there are contractual milestone. They will tell you, okay, start date of the project is X. So this is our contractual milestone. Finish date is X. This is our contractual milestone. Finish of level 1 is X date. This is our milestone. Finish of roads or finish of any specific activity on this date. So there will be milestones mentioned in the contract itself or in the specification itself. So those will be contractual milestone. And then there will be some milestones which you will introduce as a contractor, and we will call them control milestones,
Okay.
just for our reference. For example, there is only one milestone in the contract: finish the project finish. But you think that, okay, I will not be able to monitor it. So what I need is, I will put level 1 finish, level 2 finish, level 3 finish. I will just introduce myself the control milestones.
Sub milestone.
Sub milestones, yeah, and you can call them. It will not be contractual, but it
This
will
will
be
be
there.
for internal references only.
Internal references, internal monitoring and control of the project, and also the same will be used by the client, and they will not argue with that. Okay, in the program, it should be resource loaded and cost loaded. Require project and activity provided by PMC to be when loaded to the program. Always add the activity codes. Okay, because I will show you how the activity codes help. Because with activity code, the same schedule you can see from different angles. For example, your project consists of levels and sectors. Just giving an example, level and zones. So there is 3 levels, and in each level there is 6 zones. Okay, now easily you can see from coding that, okay, level 1 zones when it will finish, or zone 1 in each level when it will finish. So you can, by coding, you can see the both ways. Okay. Once we go into detail, we will spend a good time here on this. Okay, then the progress unit measurement system to be applied in line with high level weightage percentage. What is it? What does it mean? Okay, it's not here. So what happens is, as soon as you get about the project, you get the weightage also from the client. For example, engineering should be 5%, procurement should be 5%, construction should be 80%. I don't know any number. Testing and commissioning should be 5%. They gave you the weightage also with that. Okay. The contract must be assigned. So we have to assign as per those weightages. Okay. For example, if our progress units, we call them PUs, if we have progress unit like, let's say, 1 million. So what will happen? This 1 million progress unit will be distributed based on weightage. For example, engineering
80%,
5%.
20.
Yeah,
Yes,
engineering
yes.
5%, procurement 5%, construction 80%. Just give me an example. And then you will go into testing and commissioning. Maybe this is 10%. I don't know. But always you will get those weightage, and accordingly you will redistribute them or distribute them.
Uh, how we will utilize weightage in forms of resource, cost, man-hour. What will be the reference for utilizing this percentage yeah, weightage allocation?
So what happens is, in the specifications, okay, they will tell you, okay, for your project total unit is 1 million. Okay, they will give you one number, 1 million. Just there is no unit of this 1 million. It's just 1 million. Okay, these are numbers. And he will tell you that okay, this 1 million now distributed as 5%, which is 50,000,
mm,
should go to engineering,
mm,
50,000 should go to procurement,
mm.
800,000 will go to what we call it construction,
Construction.
and 100,000 will go to testing and commissioning. Okay.
Yes.
Now against this, for example, this 50,000 will go to maybe 20 activities.
Mm,
For example, in construction you have 500 activities. So this 800,000 will go into those 500 activities. Now how it will go? It will
mm,
go based on the cost, the
mm.
first
Okay.
criteria. So if there is a cost assigned to that activity, with the same
Mm,
pro rata, you will put the PUs also.
mm.
Okay. And we will cover this in the details once we start using the P6. We will go through that. I don't know how in your project you measure the progress.
I think in man hours.
You do it in man hours, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
have to
everywhere
check
it's
again, but
different.
but in our internal team, that report we receive from Chennai team, generally they send us report of man hours.
Okay. Yeah, people take the percentage based on man hours. Yes, this is also a good way. Here in Gulf or here in Saudi, we measure the progress based on progress units. That they will give you the progress units and you will measure against that. Because with man hours, what it happens is, for example, in your project, total man hours was 30 million.
Mm.
Okay, now you have already spent 50 million. It can happen, right? But earned is maybe
Yes.
20 million. So
Mm,
your progress will be 66%, right?
mm,
Based on this one, that 30 divided by 20, so 66%. But actually,
mm,
you have spent almost double.
mm.
So actual man hours are like maybe 170%, but earned is 60%. So people also do their
Review
monitor
of.
monitor the progress based on labor units. They monitor the progress based on cost. They monitor the progress based on these PUs. So it's okay. It can be any criteria, but here in the Gulf, or not in the Gulf, but in Saudi, currently they are monitoring all the progress based on progress units. Okay. And progress
But
unit, they give them the unit non-labor units,
okay.
and it's only one resource with non-labor units. All other resources are either labor or material, and one of them they keep it non-labor for the progress unit.
Okay. For calculating the progress.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. So this is like I just put a flow chart that how to make a baseline itself, and you have to cover. You have to. I will share. I mean this recording with you. You have to look into that. Okay. Because if your base is strong here, then this will be the same concept will be used everywhere, wherever you will go. Okay, understand project scope. Again, this is third time this project scope is coming. So you cannot miss a scope. Therefore, you are seeing it on every slide.
Mm,
Create WBS structure, develop activities. So this is like a procedure. First, you have to understand the scope. Then you will go to the WBS. Then you will start developing activities.
mm,
Once that is done, and also sequence them, you will add the resources. Then you will, you will schedule. Then you will see and extract histograms,
mm,
program narrative, and you will submit it. Okay. And the same I have put it here. What you have to do while understanding the scope, you have to read the contractual documents, drawings, specifications, etc.
mm,
Get information from technical department for the, because there is one IFC drawings. Then
mm,
you have like the shop drawings or the pouring drawings we call it. What are the built up areas? Give me any authority approvals if any. So this you will get from technical department. Then again you will understand scope. This is the same but we repeat. WBS structure, activities, adjust the schedule to comply with milestone. Then you will go into BOQ and make the summary of the BOQ. You will
Mm,
start doing the resources in Excel, one of your team member.
mm.
Then insert resources into your schedule, extract them, the manpower histograms, the KPIs, the progress curves, all the things. And maybe that you have to make some changes based on the resource requirement. For example, what does it mean? That in your resource assignment, it's coming. You are electrical engineer, you told me, right?
Yes, yes, electrical, yeah.
So it's coming like this, and here the peak is like you have to do 5,000 square meter of duct.
Huh.
Okay, but once you speak with your team, they say that okay, we cannot do 5,000, we can do only 4,000. So then, to comply with this condition, you have to adjust your schedule, make changes to based on the resource requirement.
Per day
This,
with the available resources.
yeah, applicable resources. Yes. Then you will develop the narrative, program presentation. Then we will present the presentation to the management for approval because first it's internally should be approved, and it's not just planner who is making the schedule. It will be everybody will be involved here. For example, you make a WBS, but you will not make it just from on your own. You will create a raw data. You will call a meeting, or you will go to the PM office. That is this WBS okay for this project, or we can add something else, or this is too detailed, or this is too short. So for this, you guys have to be on same page. And then you will add activities. Now, who will define the resources? Just a question for you. That you have 10 activities in your project, let's say. Now you are going for
Mm,
the schedule, the duration estimate.
mm.
So who will, as a planner, it's your responsibility to put durations, or you have to speak with someone?
We have to speak with the site execution team to get validation of the duration taken for the kind of activity that we are feeding the data.
Exactly.
After
Yeah. It's
taking input from them, if they feel during execution time, they cannot deny that, look, I have given you the resources as you said. You said that you need, and that should be also logical. Uh, uh, they cannot abruptly say for 1 day of activity, they cannot say we will require 7 days. So our presence of mind will also be required, and we also have to re-verify for the critical activity.
exactly. So what we will do is we will put some initial durations. We will go to them or call a meeting with the CM or the PM or the site engineer, and we will say, okay, my friend, for this specific activity, 5 days are enough. And he will say, no, I need 10 days. Okay, why you need 10 days? Because I think I will not get that many resources. Okay, it's not your headache. You get resources or not. Just assume you have resources. Then 5 is enough. No, then it should be 7. Okay, why 7? Because site is difficult and WIRs and procedure and this and that. He should have give some explanation why he wants to increase or decrease duration. Okay, as you were rightly saying. So he cannot just, okay, I need 10 days, 15 days, 20 days. No. Give us the duration and with the justification why you need that much, because he will not be going into the meeting to defend this schedule. It will be you. So that the same reason you will give to client. And once client will
Yes.
call the site team, okay, the PM, the CM, okay, come and durations are not possible and blah blah. They will say, yeah, we had a meeting with our planner, we agreed, and this is our schedule. We cannot change it. This will happen if you have discussed with them. If you have not discussed with them, they will come into the meeting and say, oh, first time we are seeing this schedule. We never saw that. We don't know what is this. You know this happens, right?
Happens.
So to avoid these kind of things, we need to get their input. They should sign like, okay, they on the schedule, because at the end they have to execute it. They will be responsible. It will, okay, as a planner, what we will do, we will just push, push, push. Okay, if the assumptions were wrong, if the durations were wrong in the beginning stage, then there is no way to push them, right? So we'll tell them,
Yes.
my friend, you told me 5 days, and now you are not doing on 5 days. It's a shame for you. Okay, then maybe after this meeting, management gives some comment. You have to comply them, and then you will submit it officially. And this is just an official, like how to, just a screenshot I put. that there will be it will come from DC, so there will be a submission.
Yes.
Okay, so instead of this main baseline program, with the passage of time, client will ask you also different schedules. Like for example, weekly look ahead. He will ask you 4 weeks look ahead, 3 weeks look ahead, 1 month look ahead, 3 month look ahead. So this
Hmm.
will be our responsibility to provide to him. Okay, he will be asking for look aheads. Okay, program updates, look aheads, recovery program. What is difference between recovery and revised program, or
If
what is recovery program?
our
Yeah.
if our schedule is getting delayed, we will have
Hmm.
to provide a backup plan in order to match the timeline of the upcoming activity, so
Okay.
that we will not have any overall what we call delay in execution of the entire activity.
Yeah, okay, but then there is two terms which are used in industry. One is recovery schedule and one is revised. Have you heard of them?
Uh, I have heard of I heard of the term revised.
Okay, so I'm telling you, okay, now. So this is your overall duration, for example. Okay, this is, for example, January and this is December. Now, what happened is like you started on the same time, but now your project is showing this date. This is March next year. So now one thing is certain that there is a delay of 3 months. Okay.
Yes.
Now we have to see that okay, this delay is because of whom. If this is because of contractor, because there will be two responsible parties, either contractor or client, right?
Yes.
If this is a delay due to contractor, then contractor have to submit recovery schedule. If the same delay is due to client, then the contractor have to submit revised schedule.
Yes.
So yeah, so this
Got it.
differentiation is very important because if you are in a meeting, they will ask you, okay, submit a recovery schedule. When they are saying submit a recovery schedule, it means they are blaming you that you are responsible for the delay. But as a smart contractor, you will say, okay, it is not a recovery schedule, it's a revised schedule. And automatically everybody will know that, okay, what he's talking about. Now you are telling them, it's not my delay, it's your delay, therefore I will submit a revised schedule. Because with revised schedule, you are entitled for the extension of time.
Hmm.
With the recovery schedule, no. So what does recovery schedule mean? If earlier date was December, now it will be also be December. The schedule you will
Yes.
submit. With the revised, if early date was December, now the schedule you will submit will be March.
Hmm.
Okay, got it? This is very important, huh?
Got got it, sir. Completely got it.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as they will use the word recovery, it means you are in delay.
Hmm.
And you will not
We
buy
have
this
to match
argument.
the completion date, and for achieving that same date, whatever we have to do, we have to provide the a plan
Yeah,
or schedule.
exactly.
Hmm.
But more than that, you don't need to do that if the delay is by client.
Yes.
If the delay is by client, you will say, okay, I will not submit a recovery schedule because this is your delay, and I
Hmm.
am entitled to 3 months.
Hmm. So we will
Okay,
submit a revised schedule.
exactly. Then they will ask you, okay, give me a submittal schedule like engineering schedule, procurement schedule, XYZ. Then yeah, procurement schedule. Then time
That
impact
may
as
be the case if we submit some drawing, and they, due to their internal processes, or maybe someone is on leave, someone is transferred to some other country, and that has impacted the approval of drawing, which would be on some 21 days, and it has jumped to 3 months, four
yeah.
months. So
Yeah.
if there we will not have any clear specification or approved drawing, we cannot start the procurement. So we can we can say that look, due to these delay event, we are unable to, we have delayed our further activities being delayed. We have to finalize the vendor and everything, and that will take time. So we will submit the revised schedule, and we will
Yeah,
entitled to get EOT on the
exactly,
delay event.
exactly. So, and we have to record them, okay? We cannot just say them verbally and close it. We have to issue a letter that, okay, because of Mr. Client, there is a 3 month delay due to late approval or whatever. The same explanation you gave, we have to just put it in writing, gave to contract department, they will issue a letter. Okay, what is time impact analysis?
Correct.
Have you heard of that?
I have not. No, no, sir. I
No
have not
problem.
heard about that.
So what happens is, as soon as this approval got late, the one you were talking
Mm,
about,
mm,
now as a contractor, you will submit time impact analysis. We call it TIA. So what you will do is, for example, I will just move to the Excel, okay? For example, this is our schedule, okay?
mm,
Now I am a contractor and you are client. Now you told me that, okay, okay, because now we are working here, so this is 12 September. Now our next update is on 14 September. Okay, we are
mm,
also in line, but for the 21 September, you already advised me that, okay, I cannot do this because I have an appointment. Just saying.
mm,
So what I will do is I will add a fragment here. Okay, Mr. Junaid is absent and he requested, just saying, to shift. Okay, absent is equal to, just one second. Okay, Mr. Junaid is absent for 2 days, for example.
mm.
So these are my baseline dates, okay?
Mm.
Now Mr. Junaid is absent for 2 days. And now, so what happened is now my date, which was 21 September,
Mm.
so there's a 2 days delay now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so why this is a delay? Because of this gentleman or because of client?
Uh, yes.
Okay, because of the client, there is a delay of 2 days. Now I have added this one, and I am saying that earlier my completion was 26 September. Now my
Mm,
completion is 28 September. There is a 2 day delay, and the
mm,
delay is due to Mr. Junaid. So I am entitled to 2 days of extension.
mm,
So once I added this activity and I showed this delay, now this is called time impact analysis. I have
mm,
submitted my TIA. So this activity we call it fragment. What we call it?
mm.
Sorry. We call
Pregnant.
fragment.
Pregnant.
Yeah, this is a technical term, okay? As soon as
Okay.
there is a delay and you will insert that fragment. This fragment can be one activity. This fragment can be 10 activities. Okay?
Am I
Hello?
audible? Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. I thought it was freezed.
No, no, no. It was not freezed. So you will add that fragment, and now we are saying that due to this fragment, there is a 2 days of critical delay, and who is responsible? Client is responsible. So we will submit a revised schedule, and Mr. Client, you are responsible for this delay. Okay, so in this case, it will be a revised. The other way, same way, it can be recovery, because okay, this was not here, and I delayed it. We couldn't cover this in one hour. Maybe we took 2 hours, so therefore there can be a delay. In that case, it will be a recovery.
mm,
Okay, so this one which we are talking about, the time impact analysis, this is a widely used term and in planning. Okay, as soon as there is a delay, you have to submit a time impact analysis. As soon as there is a late approval, you have to submit a time impact analysis. As soon as there is some design change, you have to submit TIA. As soon as there is suspension at site, you have to submit TIA. Okay, or they can ask you any other program if they need. And also, why we submit this TIA? Now, as you can see here, as a contractor, I already told you here. No, Mr. Junaid,
mm.
you are making a problem. So because of that, I will have a 2 days delay, and you will be responsible. Now you
Yes.
will say, okay, there's a 2 day delay. Okay, I take my decision back, and we will follow the same schedule. I will not introduce this new shift or new thing.
Mm,
So in advance, you are telling the client that okay, if you introduce this thing, there will be consequences. And by
mm,
reading that consequences, maybe he will change his mind. He will say, okay, I will not do it now. So you are also giving him an opportunity. Therefore, it's very important to tell in advance
mm.
so that he can change his mind. Now, as I am telling you, okay, there will be a 2 days delay. Okay, but you are getting me what I'm trying to say, right? So maybe here you can change
Yes.
your decision that okay, we will not miss that class. We will take it so that we can finish on time. So these kind of things, and also the same concept you can apply anywhere in your like late approval or design change or procurement delays or COVID delays or there was blockage in Red Sea. So all
Mm,
these kind of things come into play while you are making a TIA, and you have to make them. I mean, whenever there is a delay event, straight away, contractually you have like 14 days.
mm,
As soon as the event you can, as soon as the event come, whether you know or don't know,
mm.
you have to submit a claim
Just
or the
intimate.
TIA within 14 days,
Mm.
your estimate,
Okay.
so that I can take a decision as a client. Just assuming that I am a client, I can take that decision. Okay? Now, okay, as a planner, we think that okay, our job is only to report and to monitor progress. No, it's more than that. As a good planner, you should read the contract document. You should be aware of the general conditions, that clauses on the schedule requirements, reporting and delays, special conditions which are related to project scheduling or planning. You have to be aware of that from day one. The first thing you should do at site, you should read all these documents. Start collecting the information that what is the scope of work, where is the bill of quantities, where are the technical specification like construction method, how we are going to do it, what are the quality requirements, what are the HSE requirement. Maybe in your
Mm.
project there is a requirement that you cannot do welding at site,
Yes.
and you have put everything like okay, assemble at site, assemble at site, assemble at site. Your program is full of assembly.
Mm,
So and then you know after 1 year, okay, oh, I cannot assemble at site. So these things you should know in advance so that you can put an activity fabrication in the factory. So the ready-made material will come, you will install it. Khalas.
mm,
You don't need
mm.
to bring the welding machines, the welders, the
Or
specs.
maybe third party welding work. We
Yeah,
supply
yeah,
the
yeah.
material that we
Exactly,
receive.
exactly. So these kind of things you should know in advance. Have we received the drawing from client or not? Because sometimes the project started and still you don't have the IFCs and you are working based on sketches or something like that. What are the milestones? Maybe there's a milestone as soon as the project start next month. There is a milestone. for the mobilization of office. So you have to tell in advance to your management, okay, there's a milestone coming after 1 month. All the otherwise there's a penalty of 50,000 real per day or the 50,000 dirham per day. Okay, because with each milestone you will find in the contract there will be a penalty or the LDs we call them, liquidated damages. Okay, so you
Yes.
have to be very like keen on those milestones. You cannot miss the dates. Okay. Then project calendar requirements. How to make a calendar in the baseline. Working days. What it will be 6 days. It will be 5 days. It will be 7 days. When to use 5 days. When to use 6 days. When to use 7 days. Okay. For example, 7 day project calendar. Where we use.
7-day project calendar.
Yeah, yeah. There is a calendar. They say okay. There should be three calendars. One 5 days. One 6 days. One 7 days. Let's see. 5 day where you will use. 5 days for whom?
5 days for client.
Good.
Generally they take leave
Yeah, they
Saturday,
have two
Sunday.
days off. Yes. 6 days is for
Yes.
yourself as a
For
contractor.
our office staff, store, no, not a store. For our office staff, working
For the
engineers,
contractor.
project
For the
manager.
contractor. No, no, for
Yes.
the contractor.
Y- Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
no
that is
need to
better.
differentiate between like engineers and stuff and this. Okay,
Yeah.
as a general for the contractor. 7 days for whom?
7 days for security person and store guy.
No, but you
Uh,
will not put those security guys into the schedule, right?
yes.
Okay, we're talking about the things which are in the schedule.
7-day for nurses, ambulance,
No, 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 no,
if
no. You're
required.
missing the point. So no, no, you don't put these activities into the schedule. I never see an activity called ambulance into the schedule or the security into the
Yes.
schedule. So 7 day can be delivery of material.
Okay.
If the material is coming,
Mm,
let's just 1 second. If the material is coming from, let's say, from Europe,
mm.
so it will, if it's in the sea, it will be in the sea for full 7 days.
Yes. It will not obey the conventional uh, uh, day, 5 days,
Yeah,
7 day,
exactly,
and it
exactly.
will hold within the sea for 1 day.
Yeah, just 1 second. So
So
and
you are
also
using
for
WhatsApp with VPN, I think.
no, you can get a call, but you cannot speak. The call will come,
Yeah.
but once you attend, you
Mm,
cannot talk.
mm.
Okay,
We
so
were using VPN in
yeah,
UAE.
yeah, or we have to use VPN. Yeah, here also it's either VPN or the other activity is like curing of the concrete.
Mm,
You can use 7 day calendar for this activity because
yes.
as concrete has to cure,
Mm,
so it doesn't need a holiday or something like that. So there are a couple of examples where you can use. Okay, then we have permit and approval schedules like client approval timelines, other authorities, etc. Long lead items. Where is the list of long lead item? What is the fabrication of each item? How much days it will take delivery by sea or by air? Maybe something is coming by sea and it will take 2 months.
mm,
Okay, why we need it by sea? Why can't we make it by air? Or why we
mm,
are asking this for air? Because air will charge you more, right? You can do the same by sea also, but it should be
mm,
not at the last minute where you have to do it air by air. You can be proactive and then you can call it before like 2 months and then deliver it
mm,
by sea, no problem. Cash flow payment terms, like okay, as soon as you will raise an IPC, how many days the client have? Because normally what they have is more than 70 or 71 days. As soon as I raise a IPC today, after 71 days they will pay me.
For
Okay,
our case, it is 45 days.
yeah, okay, it depends again. 40 client is paying you in 45 days, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, in our case, I think it's 71 days. With the subcontractors, we have like 45 days. Okay, then we have change order procedures, reporting requirements. Okay, now when you have to update the program. It will be weekly or monthly or daily. When you have what reports you have to submit, daily report, weekly report, monthly report. So these kind of things also you have to look into, that what is the frequency of the reporting. Now this will be your first exercise. I think you already know how to make WBS, etc. But still, just make it. Create a new project. Create work breakdown structure, same like the image, same like this, okay? And
Yes.
then just WhatsApp me
So
once
shall
you.
I do it right now?
No, no, don't know. After the class, okay? Take your time. Just make it like this as a WBS and just WhatsApp me once done. Okay, it should be exactly like same.
I will
I just want to
taking
you
a
be like,
picture of this.
yeah, you take it.
I have
O-
taken. We can move forward.
Okay, now this image reflects standard WBS up to level 4. Further WBS
Mm.
level breakdown to be agreed with the PMC. This is very important. The project name should follow the standard naming procedure, starting with the project number and followed by the project asset name. This is to be prepared by PMC. So you cannot just, there's certain things we cannot do on our own. It should be
Yes.
by PMC. It should be in the specifications. It should be in the contract. Any necessary variation to the WBS must be after consultation and approval by the client. If you have agreed something with the client, now a client is telling me that WBS, main WBS should be like that. Okay. Now, if I want to change something, I have to consult with him. I cannot change on my own. For example, you
Yes.
see here he also put control milestones. Maybe if it was not there, let's assume, then you can introduce it like Mr. Client or Mr. PMC. Can I also add some control milestones here? Exit template file of the same to be shared included into the contractor welcome pack. Okay, now
For
this
one
is for
project, we can have multiple baselines, like internal baseline, external baseline,
no,
and revise one, revise two, revise this.
why you want to have multiple? Why you want to make your life
Uh,
miserable?
because in L&T, we have seen a tendency that we generally use two milestones, sorry, two baselines. Uh, Suppose we have a project of 24 months.
Hmm.
So internally, we decide that we will complete this within 21 months. This
Okay,
is a mindset that we have to take 3 months in backup.
okay,
So for client, we generally prepare a baseline of
understood. So
24.
what you do in that case? For 21 months, you prepare another schedule, the
Uh,
same.
uh, that I have to see because I have not seen
No, okay,
how
no, no.
they
This
are
is
doing that.
yeah. Normally, what we do is when we say two baselines, it's not like you're not making two schedules. What you are doing is, for example, there is a date like on by end of September, I have to finish one building. Just saying. Okay. So internally, what we will say is we have to do it by 20 September. We
We
will
will
give a
select the
reference
dates.
to, yeah, we will give a reference to the client baseline. Okay, the one baseline, because baseline is always one. It's not client or contractor. Our reference will be baseline, but internally we will push to do it early. Like
Yes.
because as a planner, you will see there is a date of 30 April. You will say, okay, I need this finished by 15 April. And to the management, to everybody, you will say 15 April we have to finish. Okay, and once you go to the client, you will say, okay, the finish date is 30 April, but internally we are pushing for 15 April so that we have buffer of 15 days.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not mean it doesn't mean that you have to prepare two schedules and update two schedules and everything. It only means that okay, there is a date for the client, but internally let's push 3 months before. Let's
Yes.
try to cover. And you will be talking into the dates itself. You don't need to prepare another schedule. But maybe some companies they prepare two schedules, I don't know. But it's not a good idea to have multiple schedules.
Yeah. We have to update repeatedly for both
Yeah, exactly.
schedules.
Yeah. So otherwise, you are doing good effort two times, but of no value, because the same information as I am telling you now, from the baseline you can also push your team early, 1 month, 2 month, 3 months. It's up to you.
We can keep. I think we have in P6 a feature of two or three baselines, revised baseline. If we want to compare the baselines.
No, no, yeah, but that feature is not related to what we are talking now. That
Yes.
feature is maybe you have update of today, right? Okay, let's say of September you have an update.
Mm,
Your project was started in January.
mm,
Also that you have an update of January. You have a baseline of January. You have update of September,
mm.
and then there is an also update of August. So now you want to compare these three. So in that case, you will assign primary and secondary baselines.
Okay.
Okay, just whatever the data you have, just to see that. Okay.
Got it.
Okay, then this is the calendar. As you can see here, there is one calendar for consultant and authority approvals, 5 days into 10 hours. Construction activities, 6 days into 10 hours. Manufacturing and delivery, 7 days into 24 hours. Client
Mm.
activities, 5 days into 10 hours with taking into account government sector holidays. So these, okay, also you have to prepare that, these four calendars, okay? This is assignment. You know how to
Okay.
make calendar,
Uh,
right?
yeah, no, I'm very good in creating calendars. I
But you
will
have to
take
practice it,
this.
okay?
Yes, yes. Okay. This is my second assignment.
Yeah, this is your second assignment. Okay. Then this
Mm,
is just the
once
layout.
we start the.
Okay, it is just for your reference, because normally what we have is we should have activity ID, name, original
Mm,
duration, start and finish date, and total float with the Gantt chart. Always keep your layout like this. No need to add more
mm.
columns, but at least you should have these columns. You cannot keep less than these. You can add couple of more columns, no problem, but at least these should be there always, because these are very important and it will look like you are a professional.
So we can add column if we have to add some uh, thing like if we want to update the resources, it will be much easier from this table. For creating this schedule, we can use this. After creation, we can remove these all things.
Yeah, exactly. Because once you make a submission, at least you have these columns. And in my opinion, you should have only these columns. You don't need to give them more information also. It's not good, because then they will keep
Yes.
on, pushing you for more and more and more. So keep it very simple, basic, and okay, what this is what required is showing you everything, and that's it. Then we have P6 attributes. Uh, you should know about all these things. I mean, you have to read it, and if you have any questions, you can ask me in the next lecture that, okay, what is this? I didn't get it or anything. Activity types. What are the activity types? Actually, there is four. Actually, there's six, I think. Task dependent, milestones, level of effort, WBS summary, start milestone, finish milestone, percent of completion type. There is physical percent complete, duration percent complete, unit percent complete, activity percent complete. But what he is telling you that in our project or in your project, your activity type should be only two, either task dependent or milestone. Your percent complete should be physical. You can only use the constraint finish on or before, or start on or before. You cannot use hard constraints. Schedule option should be retained logic. Critical path definition is total float less than or equal 0. That is the critical path.
Mm,
Duration type, fixed duration and unit. Total, how it will calculate total float? It will calculate from the finish float. Late finish means early finish.
mm.
Okay. Calendar for relationship lag scheduling predecessor active. So these things you have to read them. Okay. Like what are the currencies, duration type, unit format, date format, how it will look like, starting, what should be the starting day of the week, how you will
We
compute.
can change it, I think, in admin, the start date.
Yeah, yeah. So you have to, yeah, admin you can do it. Some of the things you will do it in user preference. Most of the things you will use it in admin preference. But there is a problem. If you are using standalone, you can use admin preference. Okay,
But
but if
EPPM, we cannot.
exactly, so maybe there you don't have the access. Okay, in
Yes,
the
I
cloud.
don't have the access in EPPM.
Yeah, yeah. So admin you cannot use. Maybe for you the start date can be Monday. I don't know. Or
Yeah, Monday
yeah,
it is.
Monday. Yeah. Why it's Monday? You know?
Um, Monday is the first week of, as per English calendar. The
No.
so
What is in what is the working hours in UAE or where you are? Saturday is off or on?
Saturday is on. Working hour is 8:30 to 6.
So it means that it
And
should be Saturday, right, for you? Why it's Monday?
no, no, no. Monday is the first day. Sunday is holiday.
For you, Sunday is holiday?
Yes, no Friday. For client, Saturday and Sunday is holiday.
No, no, but my friend, you are you are contractor, right?
Yes.
What is your first day?
Yeah, my first day is Monday, na?
So in Dubai, first working day is Monday.
Yes. And for the same organization, Saturday is the first working day in Saudi.
In Saudi, Saturday is the first working day,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so in Saudi, first day is because, but for Saudi also the calendar starts from Monday, right?
Um, that can start depend upon the client. If the clients are Western,
No, it
they
doesn't
will
depend on
prefer.
the client. If it's a cloud, it will be it will be one day for your full company. If they're working in India or Pakistan or UAE or Kuwait or Australia or US, in cloud, the first working day will be one day. It can be Saturday, it can be Sunday, it can be Monday. Okay. In your case, it's Monday because two reasons. First, in India, working day is Monday
Yes.
because that is your company base. And second, people don't follow Gulf working days because the European working day is Monday, so everybody goes with Monday. Okay, then you have okay. So this is just the user preference. You have to check your user preference, okay? And this is the third assignment.
Okay.
Here you have to just double check, okay? You don't need to do anything. Maybe it's the same, but just double check. Okay, I will share this file with you. Just double check that your user preference should be same as we have here, okay?
Okay.
Same for the currency and these kind of things. So you have to go one by one, just for each slide, because this is the same assignment which is now this is for admin preference. Maybe now you don't have access, so you cannot do anything.
Yeah.
But if you are
Yes.
using standalone, just check.
No, this is not a standalone. This is enterprise edition. We don't have access. I
So you
checked.
don't have access. So it will be not applicable for you then. Just check the schedule option. What are those? Because it's will be available with you even if you are EPPM. Okay, so this was related to our theory. Just double check this one, read this one, because this is the important. This will be our base. Okay.
Yes.
What is the time now? We have okay. We have
It
still we
is
have some
almost
time.
8, I think.
Yeah, still we have some time.
7:30, I think.
Okay. Time now 7:26. I will just ignore it. Okay. Now, in the last lecture, I mean, before our class, I shared something with you, right?
Yes.
Did you get time to just have a look on that, or you didn't check this one?
I just looked on that, but I was unable to create the thing. By the next class, I will create this project with all these groups and area type, everything. It will be there. Also, the assignment that you have given, it will be also completed.
Okay, so now we have two things, okay? First, hmm, just, okay, so this will be our roadmap, okay? Let's put it, so this will be our roadmap. The first, we will make a work breakdown structure, okay? Which is already I showed you, this one, okay?
Yes. Yes.
Once this is done, we will start adding, activities. Then we will add the durations, then relationships. Once relationship is
Also,
done, yeah, tell me.
calendar will be calendar will be required for duration calculation properly.
After activities, we can add calendar also, no problem. Okay. Then durations, and then relationship, resources. We have activity codes. Okay. What else we have here? Calendar, activity codes, resources. WBS calendar. Okay, so that's it. So now these things we will do it by two ways. We will do it manual because
Okay.
I will show you also here, but you have to practice it, okay? And then we
Yes.
will also do it export import,
Mm.
okay? We will export the layouts from P6 and we will try to
Mm.
import. First we will import the activities, okay? Then we
From
will import,
Excel.
yeah. From, have you tried before?
I have seen some videos, but whenever I try, I got some error, so I stopped
No
doing these
problem.
things.
We will do together,
And I have
okay?
also seen someone has created a template, Excel template, uh, uh, but I have not tried that.
No, no, forget Excel template. We will do one by one. So we will do manual first. You have to add these activities manually. This is not much, only 70. You can do it quickly. And then we'll also do it, what we call it, by export import. We will do this export import for activities, for durations, for relationships, for resources, and also for activity codes. So all of them, I mean, whatever I have highlighted, we will do it both ways. And then you have to practice it, okay? Once all of this
Yes.
is done, then we will go into the analysis. Analysis will contain longest path, critical
Critical
path,
path.
multiple float path, okay, DCMA checks, okay, there
Mm.
is 14, so we will go through one by one, okay, and then we will make a narrative
Mm.
and once narrative is done, there was one more thing. It's not coming to my mind now.
Presentation for client and
Yeah, so narrative presentation is the same thing, okay? And then we will make histograms.
hmm, for manpower.
Yeah, histograms and S-curves. For manpower, for quantities, for overall progress and everything. So this one we will make it in Excel and we'll also see the same in Primavera.
Okay.
Okay, that how to see in Primavera and how to see this in Excel. So once all of this is done, then we will go to the update of the schedule part. Okay, that how to update schedule and
Mhm.
then how to update,
Progress.
maintain and assign baselines. Okay, comparison. Okay, all this we will check comparison between baseline and baseline critical path and update critical path and all these kind of things. So once this is done, we will do like a delay analysis slightly. We will cover not in detail, but at least TIA.
We will create scenario that as we discussed during
Yeah,
the starting of this lecture.
exactly. So we'll create a scenario like this for the TIA,
Mm.
and then we have
Validation report and changes we have to submit based on the TI.
yeah. And then always we can have a question answer session. So this will be sort of our roadmap. But the thing is like you have to practice again and again and again.
Yes.
Okay. Now what we will do is because we have still time. Enterprise projects. Let's open one project, a new one, completely new one. Okay. I will just from here we can create a project. So I will just select a WBS and let's put it here. I just wanted to show you something of the WBS. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, what I will do is there's nothing here at the moment. I will just go to the this is WBS, okay?
Yes.
So let's start creating the same what we have. So at the top it's a project which is Junaid, okay? Then we have level 2. I'll
Project
just
summary.
okay, so now this is project summary, right? So either I can add it from here or I can just copy this one and paste it. I don't want to see this one. Bidding and
Action.
I'll just keep it up to this level, okay, at the moment. No, okay. Why I can't see here?
Uh, because I think we have not keep the filter for WBS.
Where?
No, that one, yes.
It's here. This is not filter. This is group and sort. Okay, as you can
Group
see
and
here,
sort. You have
we
clicked hide if empty. Yes,
click here. Okay, okay, right. So now we have to add activities here. So to add activities, I can just there is one way to add like this and start doing it manual. Okay, so this
yes,
will be what you will be doing it. Okay,
yes.
the other way is you can copy them, Control
And
C,
paste at the end.
and paste them. Okay, and the same way you can copy paste the WBS also.
Yes,
Okay, you can copy paste the WBS itself, so no problem. So this is one of the way to add activities. The second is to add it by import export. So what will happen? Let me do one thing. File, export, XLS. I will share this video with you. Okay.
yes.
Next, activities. Next, Junaid assignment we have to export. Next, activity addition. Let's see what's here. Activity type. Okay. Now here it's already made. Okay, but you can also add from
Yes.
here.
For my own list of template.
Yeah, your own list of template you can also make. You can see my
Yes.
template and you can make your own template. Just put it JQ or whatever. Next. So here, if once modify, you can do multiple things. You can add whatever you want. You can remove whatever you want. You can also filter them. Maybe you want to export only the longest path, or you want to export some specific WBS. It's up to
Mm.
you. Or you want to export some specific activities. Okay, this also we can do. Okay, and here I will just save in your folder. Where is it? Desktop Primavera Junaid. Okay, so let's call it Junaid activities 100. Just for my open, next, finish. So now, okay, where is it?
We may
It's
have
done.
to refresh the page, the folder.
It's done, right? Or still doing it? Okay, so I have Junaid activities. Okay, now whatever you have done, it's here, right? But this we
Yes.
didn't do it properly, right? What I will do is now I want to add. There is two WBS, right? One was where we have added those activities in the project summary and bidding and buyout, right? Let
Yes.
me go to this Excel file. Where is my main Excel
Mm.
file? I will just filter here. I will just filter here. Project summary, right? Where it will come, yeah. How many activities I have? I will take those activities.
Activity ID, we will copy and paste over there, and it will.
Exactly. So I will just take it, Control C. Activity ID is here, right?
Mm.
Control V. Okay, I will take the activity type because this is important. Control C. I will take it. Control V. Okay. What is the activity name? I will take it. Control C. Okay. What is the duration? This is the
Blank
duration.
also represents zero.
Sorry?
Blank
No, this
folder
is
also represents zero.
yeah, and also this is level of effort, so there should be no duration here. Okay, and you see this is coming in this format. So what I will do is I will make into the same format of this, okay? Or I can just make it text. Okay, now what is pending now with me? But here it's in days, okay? But above it's coming also, but no problem. I can. And this is not started. Now important is which one is here. This is the most important one because we need to tell him that where you should go.
Yes, the
Now,
WBS.
yeah, now it will go to Junaid one, okay? But
Hmm.
these activities I don't need. So what should I do? Should I delete them or what should I do?
So delete the row, we have to put something for delete. Y and something like that.
So we'll put D here, okay? D here, D here. I want them to get deleted, okay? And these ones I don't want to do anything, so these will be there because I removed them. Three activities, right?
Yes.
So I'll just close it. I have come here, file, import, X, next, P6. We have Junaid here. Baseline activities, right? Open, next, import to. So if it's open here, it will show one project, right? If it's not open here, you can add from here, from this
Yes.
add.
Only activity. It is added.
So you see, it is
Hmm.
6 or 7 now, but it can be 700.
Yes. In
So
that
we
way.
don't, yeah, we don't need to spend too much time in doing
If
this,
we have BOQ in Excel copy, it will be much more easier to do import the things.
Yeah, yeah. So you can assign one of your team member. Please put everything in in Excel, and you
Hmm.
can import export straight away. And so as a planner, you should spend more time on the logics. Try to understand the sequence. Meet with people. Meet with site team. Meet with project manager. You should not be
Hmm.
doing like typing 700 activities or 7,000 activities. Okay. By import export, now we have got everything. We have got the what we call it. The activity
Activity
ID,
names.
activity name,
Yes.
the duration. Okay, because here we removed three, so you cannot see them. Earlier there was three here, right? Because we
Yes.
put
Hmm.
that D sign. And
Yes.
here we didn't put D sign. I wanted to keep them, so it's here. So the same way, now you have like because you are at home, you have time also. Do both manual as well
And
as
import export.
import export, and try to finish at least up to this level of the
Yes.
addition of activities. And
Yes.
in case if you can finish I mean the resource assignment, good. If no, we will see how to do the same activity codes,
Yes.
how to do the same, and then we will reach up to some points once our baseline will be ready.
Got it.
Yeah, so the point I'm trying to make is like we should not be spending more time on these these document control work. As an engineer, we should think out of the box, because sometimes if you find if there's a mistake one time, you will get underconfidence. And you will say, okay, this is giving me mistake. I don't want problems, so better to do it manual. No, okay, it will give mistake. Try to find a mistake, or delete everything and then do again. Because okay, then only you will learn. And once you learn it, then khalas, you are saving maybe hundred of hours.
Yes. Also, we are
Okay.
in the age of AI now, so
Yeah, you
it
can
is
also.
much more easier to extract what we call activity name from POQ. Uh, we can read the scanned documents also.
Yeah, and also you can ask ChatGPT how to import export, and he will tell you in like okay maybe 10 steps. Ask him, okay, give me proper steps. I don't want to see all the theory. Just give me steps itself. Like what should do, one, two, three, four. Because we have to, because normally okay okay, I am using a lot for different reasons. I mean especially ChatGPT. But normally like we are doing only the emails corrections, how to write an email by, but we can do more than that. We can check import export. We
Yes.
can upload the BOQ and ask him to give us the list of activities. We can put some, some productivity rates. It will get us the manpower. So the, or it will give us the relationships, that okay my friend, this is my schedule, can you please give me the relationships based on industry practices or etc etc. Okay, so I think today we
Yes.
will close it now. Okay, so I have given you a
Okay.
few assignments, you have to do them,
Mm.
because then you should have some
Okay,
questions in
I'm
the next
showing
in the
you something
yeah.
that you can see. Okay, just 1 minute. Using P6
Yeah,
in our organization, what happened? I don't know what happened with my screen.
you want to share your screen?
Screen. My screen got frozen. I don't know what happened. Okay, we can close this session now. By next session, I will show you how they have exported the P6 data to Power BI.
Aiwa. Okay.
So I also want to develop my competency till that level.
I see, I see. Okay, we can check that, no problem, in the next session.
Okay. So my screen is I don't know what happened. It is showing black. Maybe some issue will be there from backend. So we can okay. You can disconnect from your side. I will also disconnect.
Okay, okay, see you, take care.
Thank you, Saibur. By next class, I will be ready for with everything.
Okay, good. And with some questions also,
Okay.
okay? And then the
Yeah,
discussion
for sure.
become
I
better.
will be ready.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I
Thank you,
have
thank you.
questions, but I will ask after my some exercise and experiment. Maybe my questions will enhance.
Okay, good. Okay, no problem.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, sir.
Take
Good
care.
night.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
night.
Good night.
Good night.